Chapter 2. Ilya. The days passed in Yaransk, silent and heavy as the snow that never stopped falling. Sayan, although she tried to live a quiet life, felt that every look cast on her carried a shadow of suspicion. The villagers greeted her coldly, and the children, once curious, avoided her and their eyes. Sayan was a stranger, a woman who seemed to come from another world, beautiful but unsettling. Only one seemed not to be afraid of her. Ilya, the young forester. He was a man of about 27, tall, with chestnut hair and a gaze as clear as the ice beneath the river. He had grown up among the trees. He knew how to read the tracks of animals and listen to the silence of the forest. In a world where people feared the unknown, Ilya had the courage to look him in the eye in the morning. Sayan found him in front of the inn, repairing the gate that had been knocked down by the storm. When he saw her, he smiled, and that smile warmed her more than the stove inside. "Good morning, stranger," he said, without stopping his work. "I'm not a stranger anymore, I think," she replied. "I've already spent 2 weeks here." "Maybe. But Yaransk is not a place that easily welcomes new people." "I noticed." Sayan ran her hand through her untangled hair, and the wind lifted it, making it shine in the pale light. Ilya looked at her with a restrained fascination. There was something unusual about her, but he didn't know what. Part of him felt attracted, another uneasy. After that day, they began to see each other more often. Sometimes she would go to the edge of the forest, where he chopped wood, and bring her hot tea. Other times, he would help her carry water from the well or accompany her to the village square, when the women murmured bad words about her. Once, when 2 old women had insulted her, calling her a forest girl and a bringer of bad luck, Ilya intervened. "Enough." His voice cut through the air like a blade. "You know nothing about her, but you rush to judge her." The villagers retreated, ashamed, and Sayan looked at him in amazement. No one had ever defended her before. "Why did you do this?" she asked him. "Because you deserved it. And because I don't like injustice." "Thank you, Ilya." "Don't thank me. Just promise me you won't leave too soon. This village needs someone to remind people that beauty is not a danger." That moment remained deeply imprinted in her soul. Sayan had not felt safe near a human for a long time. With Tarak and Nuri, the bond had been one of blood and survival. With Ilya, she was discovering something new, tenderness. The following days were like a spell. Ilya taught her to chop wood, to catch fish with a hook, and to recognize animal tracks. One evening, when the light of sunset reflected in the snow, he took her to a clearing where the sky opened wide, full of stars. "I always come here when I need peace," he told her. "It's beautiful. It's like another world." "Maybe it is. Maybe it is the world of those who don't fit in anywhere." Sayan smiled, recognizing in him a pain similar to hers. "You don't fit in either?" "No. People call me the silent forester, because I prefer to talk to the trees than to them." "And what do the trees tell you?" "That silence is also a language, if you know how to listen to it." She closed her eyes. Indeed, the wind whistled through the fir trees, and the snow creaked softly. "Then, now we are both talking," she whispered. Her words were lost in the cold air, but Ilya's gaze remained glued to her face and those yellow eyes. He saw something wild, something that fascinated and frightened him at the same time. When she returned home, old 𝖭𝖕𝖊 looked at her with a worried expression. "You were in the forest again, weren't you? Just a walk." "Don't play, girl. The forest has eyes and ears. Sometimes it takes the form of the people we love." Sayan was silent. The old woman's words stung her like a needle. That night, she dreamed of a white expanse, and from it rose a wolf with fiery eyes, Nuri, her brother. "Don't lose yourself in people, Sayan," he told her. "They can't love you without being afraid of you." But when she woke up, her heart didn't want to believe him. As the days passed, Ilya and Sayan became inseparable. They shared meals, roads, silences, and one night, under a shower of flakes, he touched her hand. "Sayan," he said softly, "I know you're hiding something. That sometimes you get lost in your thoughts and your eyes change. But I don't care, I see who you are inside, and that's enough." She looked at him for a long time. "If you knew the truth, you'd look at me differently." "I don't think so. You'd run away." "Then let me decide when to run." Sayan smiled sadly. She loved him, but she knew that her love was a flame that burned everything it touched. And yet, that night, they united their destinies. Under the roof of the inn, with the wind whistling outside, they approached each other like two creatures called by the same longing. Tea was a silent love, without oaths, but deep. For a moment, Sayan forgot about the curse, the wolf, the forest. But the moon never forgets. A few hours after Ilya fell asleep, a sharp pain shot through her body. The transformation was hitting her earlier, more violently. She tried to stop it, but it was in vain. The moonlight was burning her skin, tearing it apart, and instead of the woman, a white she-wolf was left in the room. Sayan fled through the window, leaving traces bloody in the snow. In the morning, Ilya found the bed empty and the trail of blood. Panicked, he ran into the forest. Calling her name and the distance, he saw a white figure, which stopped for a moment, looked at him with amber eyes and then disappeared among the trees. Knew then. Not completely, but enough to stop judging her. When Sayan returned at dawn, his clothes covered in snow, he said nothing, he just hugged her. "Don't be afraid any more," he whispered. "Whatever you are not alone." His words were like a blessing. But deep down, Sayan felt that this peace could not last. Her dual nature, woman and beast, could not be hidden forever. Their love was a fire under the snow. It burned smolderingly, but if the blizzard ever stopped, the whole world would see the flames. And soon, Yaransk would see them. Because the first death would come with the next full moon. And then, the legend of the she-wolf of Yaransk would be written in blood.